Hey Pisces, I'm doing a reading for you for the new moon in Sagittarius, right? So I decided to do your reading today because it's Thursday, right? Jupiter rules Thursday. Jupiter also rules Sagittarius and Pisces, right? Pisces, I feel like you're very much in your energy at this time, right? I feel like you're very giddy, you're very excited, you're very happy. I feel like there's like a spell of lethargy. Is that how you say the word? Lethargic, a little bit of lethargicism. I don't know. Pisces. I feel like you're pushing through. I feel like, you're resting when you need to. And I feel like that rest is really what is like making you wake up and like set your intention here, right? One positive thought in the morning can change your whole day, right? One positive thought, like before your feet hit the ground, start thinking of all the things that you're going to accomplish, all the things that you're going to do, how much money you're going to make, all the people you're going to see. Really set your intention here, right? Like if you're waking up and you're in like, why did I have to wake up today? Like Pisces, that's how the rest of your day is going to go. You're going to be like, oh, why did I get out of bed today? I knew I shouldn't have gotten out of bed, right? Like the second you wake up, the second you open your eyes, Pisces, set your intention. Tell the world what it is you're wanting. Set your intention. Talk with God. Do whatever it is you do in the morning before your feet hit the ground, right? Pisces, I feel like that's completely changing like your whole world. I feel like you're really like noticing like how your thoughts actually are creating the world at this time, right? All right, Pisces, let's get into your cards here. Yeah, once again, Pisces, I feel like you're very happy, you're very giddy, you're very excited here. I feel like you have a lot of good things coming up around the corner. You know and see and feel that here, right? I don't know if it's gotten to you yet, but I feel like you know it's already coming in, right? Yeah. I feel like you're having a deeper understanding as to like what's happened in the past year, like what's transpired for you here as well, right? Yeah, I feel like you're definitely sorry, I feel like you're definitely transmuting the energy here, right? I feel like you yeah, I feel like you're seeing the I'm definitely okay, Pisces, I'm definitely seeing the hangman at this time. Yeah, you are definitely changing your perspective on things, like how things like transpired. I feel like you're like recreating like the meaning for it, right? And I feel like that's kind of helping you like get through it here, right? Like, okay, so this didn't happen because of why I thought or how I experienced it. Like I feel like this happened for like a deeper lesson or for something bigger or something I wasn't understanding here. And I feel like that's really like pushing you to like get over stuff that's just kind of been like blocking you, kind of tearing you down here, right? Yeah, I feel like you're really like moving through some like really stuck energy here, right? And yeah, I feel like even if it's like flipping yourself upside down on your head, just to see the picture a little bit different, you're doing what you have to do so you can bring in the new year as a whole new person with a whole new view, a whole new stance on yourself and what it is you're wanting to accomplish here, right? First out, we have Nine of Swords, Pisces. That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's kind of where like this lethargy, I'm gonna keep saying it till I get, I feel like that's why you've been so tired, so like dragged down, so bogged down here, right? Yeah, I feel like over the past year, like I feel like you've had just a lot of like craziness, a lot of bullshit, like a lot of things that I don't think you've ever had to really deal with in your life like this, right? And yeah, I feel like it's been causing like a lot of unrest, a lot of irritation, a lot of sadness here, a lot of heartbreak here. Ooh, Pisces, I want to cry. Ooh, Pisces. Yeah, I feel like you've really gone through a lot. You've had a lot of sleepless nights. I feel like you could have felt like left out in the cold, spent a lot of time outside by yourself here, like really just trying to figure out the world, figure out where things went wrong. Like Pisces, I feel like this past year's been really hard on you, like really, really hard on you. And yeah, I feel like that's why this hangman card, I know it's coming out, guys. I feel like that's why you've been put in this hangman position, right? I don't think God, I don't think your guides, I don't think angels, I don't think people that are surrounding that love you are going to let you stay in this energy here, right? It's time for you to figure some things out. It's time for you to like really work through your issues, come up with a game plan to get you out of this stuck energy, right? You're not, I feel like you were in a space here that it was just really hard. And I feel like you just unpacked there, right? Like I feel like you just got yourself stuck in a rut, like, and just kept digging a hole, digging a hole, digging a hole. And Pisces, that's not healthy. Like, how long are you gonna let this go on for? Like, make the decision, take charge of your life. Like, you can literally do anything. Like, you are all 12 signs out here. Like, literally, like you can do anything you set your mind to. It's just about you deciding here, right? And I think that you I think you kind of like forgot your power here a little bit, right? And Pisces. This energy is a choice. For you, I feel for you, this energy is a choice. I feel like you've just allowed the accumulation of just negativity, like things just holding you to, like it almost looks like a big black cloud. Yeah, I feel like you've almost had like a black cloud, like just circling around your head, just like following you around here, right? And it's just like a whole bunch of negative thoughts, a whole bunch of stuff you don't want to deal with, a whole lot of fears here as well. And I feel like that's almost scratch my nose there. I feel like it's almost been like allowing more negativity to come into your life, right? Like I feel like it's almost been like a permission statement here, because you can, like, I feel like these negative thoughts are just cyclical. So I feel like you're just really going to a space where you've decided like, hey, I'm gonna see it differently. You know, even if it's not like the truth, I'm gonna make it my truth here, right? Yeah, I don't think you're allowing like the same things to hold you down, hold you back any longer here, right? Yeah, I feel like at this time you're really released. Yeah, you see how there's like this one white bird up here? I feel like that's like your transmutation energy. I feel like your power finally came in, and I feel like you're realizing like, hey, you actually have the power to like change this. Like you can actually change these thoughts. You can change them in from like something negative into something so beautiful, light and free here, right? Yeah, I feel yeah, I feel like the universe is really turning in your favor at this time, Pisces. I feel, yeah. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that you've really had to like work through. I feel like this is a lot of like deep down thing. Like, I don't feel like this is even things like that you're sharing with the rest of the world, right? Like, I don't even think these are things that your mama would know. Like, yeah, I feel like a lot of this has been like just secrets, right? And even though you weren't sharing it with the world, once again, you're walking around with this like big black cloud on top of your head. The rest of the world could still see the black cloud. They don't know what's necessarily in there. Like they're not seeing like the thoughts per se, or like just like they're just like seeing and feeling like negativity here, right? And yeah, I feel like you're starting to realize that, like, hey, even if I'm not telling my secrets or tell it like what I'm going through, like the rest of the world's still seeing it, the rest of the world's still feeling it here, right? And I feel like that's why a lot of people like have been like almost running from you here as well. Like it's just a lot of negativity. It's a lot of like stuff that I don't think other people are dealing with in their life here, right? Pisces, I feel like you have like a whole different weight of the world that sits on your shoulders that a lot of people don't understand here, right? I'm gonna have 7 of Swords. Yeah, once again, I feel like you're almost escaping this doom here. Like we have 9 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Pisces, I feel like, once again, I feel like you've just been kind of sat in darkness, right? I feel like this is you like escaping these negative dark thoughts where you had this like big glooming dark cloud around you. I feel like that's been like dissipating here. I feel like that's being lifted up off you here, right? And I feel like you're being almost guided by like the moon, like your intuition. Yeah, I feel like it's like a very strong like spiritual connection here that's like showing you how to escape like these negative thoughts, like these negative emotions here, negative words, a lot of negative self-talk as well. Right? I feel like you're almost being like helped to get out of this space. Yeah, where these, once again, where these birds were like sitting on top of this girl's head, they're down here on the floor now, right? Like they're down here. And what's been replaced by that black cloud is a big, giant, bright, shining moon here, right? Yeah, you're being shown the way as to how to get through this, how to get over it. Can't go under it. Gotta get through it. Pisces, I'm telling you, like, you're figuring out like just like the pathway, right? And yeah, I don't think anybody's necessarily seeing how you're doing it either. I don't even know if you could explain it here, right? How you're escaping this is very much hidden. It's very much just you, right? But Pisces, I do feel like this, I feel like you're moving through it here, right? Where you were just literally like stuck in one place, right? Like you unpacked there, you brought your freaking pillow, Pisces, right? No, you packed your shit back up. You got your backpack on. It's time to go. You got what you were supposed to learn here from it. And I feel like you're just letting it go here. Yeah, it almost looks like he's like collecting feathers in his backpack, right? Yeah, I feel like this is very much spiritually guided. Yeah, I feel like you've had a lot of signs, a lot of symbols. Yeah, I feel like your guides have been talking to you a lot, like pushing you to get through it, pushing you to get over it here, right? I feel like there's been a lot of information you've also been gathering as well. Yeah. I don't think you're going to be left out here for dead, Pisces. I really don't. We have Nine of Swords. That's what I'm saying. You had to get up. You had to put your pillow away. You had to pack it back up so that you could go out here and find your truth here, right? You were stuck on the ground and now you're out here running towards a motorcycle, right? Like you had to get up on your feet. You had to get on your feet to get to like this next path. It feels very much guided step by step, you know, like you couldn't just get up and start running. No, it's almost like you had to crawl first, right? Yeah. It's almost like you had to crawl first before you could even start running, right? And then when you were able to run, okay, now it's time. I feel like it's just next level, next level, next level, right? I feel like it's in steps and stages here, right? And once again, I feel like it's very guided. I feel like where you had a lot of negative dark thoughts, I feel like it's almost like turning to like push you into the direction where it is you're supposed to be. I feel like these negative dark thoughts have been very purposeful. I feel like they were useful here, right? And I feel like the more you start seeing things in that way, right? Like just changing your perspective about it, right? Like, why me? Why does all this terrible things have to happen to me? And you're like, no, I'm not going to play victim. This should happen for a purpose. Like I'm supposed to be out here using this energy to get to the next place, to go to where it is I'm supposed to be going, right? Finding your own truth, creating your own truth here, right? Especially with this Knight of Swords. You're literally out here creating your own truth, right? And I feel like it's taking you to a much different place, right? Yeah, I feel like you're gonna have a lot more freedom here as well. Yeah, I feel like this has just been pushing you to like put you back on the path of finding your own truth out here, right? And then we have the Nine of Cups. Pisces. That's what I'm saying. You go from the Nine of Swords to the Nine of Cups. Right. It was steps, it was stages here, right? And then you got to your wish fulfillment, right? You knew that if you were to sit here and just stay here and sleep on your little pillow with all these dark clouds here, that's where you were going to stay, right? And you had to get up, you had to start moving somehow, right? Yeah, Pisces. The more you're going after how you're seeing your truth here, right? The more your wish fulfillments can come in. Yeah. It's just more transmutation of the energy. You're using these negative energies to get to what it is you're supposed to be going to what it is you're actually wanting here, right? And we have the Hermit. This is not anything else anybody can help you with, period. Like this is just for you. This is just your journey. This is just for you to find the light, for you. Once again, that truth seeker, you found out your truth here, right? And I feel like you're allowing it to light your way. Once again, Pisces, we go from this dark cloud, right? And you're out here unprotected, sad, vulnerable here, right? To the space where nothing can come in and cloud your judgment again, right? You're so protected. You're so guided. I feel like you're knowing and seeing that nobody else could walk this path for you. Nobody could get back up. Nobody else could have these thoughts here, right? I feel like that's one of your magic powers that you got here, Pisces. Yeah, it's how you view the world. It's how you're seeing the world here. You could have heavy Capricorn placements here as well. And we have the Two of Wands. Yes. I feel like you're knowing and seeing like, hey, once again, nobody can get up and make you move but you, right? Like you can have people encouraging you. You can have people standing up for you here, supporting you, loving you. You're not going to get up until it's time, right? And I feel like there's going to be a direction that's going to be shown here for you. And it's just going to be for you, right? Yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of like reliance on others here as well. I feel like you're getting over that. You're working through that. I feel like that's why that cloud kind of like started forming here, right? I feel like you were just relying on too many people, too many different energies, too much, right? And you really had to like start dispelling some of these things, dispelling negative energies, negative thoughts, negative people, any toxic situations here, and really start going in with yourself, right? Yeah, I feel like you really start chasing your dreams, chasing after what it is you're wanting to have, what it is you're wanting to find here as well, right? All right. Yeah, I feel like you've been pushed in such a different direction. And I feel like as you're starting this direction, I feel like it's going to be so guided, so protected here, right? Especially after going through all of this negativity that you've gone through in the past year, right? Yeah. I feel like you had to go through that negativity so you could find your own truth, so you could find your own direction, and so you could find the protection that you're needing, right? I feel like you had to be toughened, you had to be strengthened, you had to be like, there was a lot of things that you were really having to change, right? Like I feel like you were out here like just leaving yourself open, leaving your home open, leaving your car open, like just a lot of things. And yeah, not really understanding why, right? Like allowing people to just come in and like mess with your money and stuff, like, and you're just like, well, why are these bad things happening to me? Well, Pisces, it's because you were so trusting, right? You were so trusting, you were so loving, you were leaving yourself open, right? And not everybody's as wonderful and beautiful as you are. Not everybody's as like thoughtful, like caring, concerning here either. Like Pisces. Yeah, I feel like there's almost been a space here where like people have done you wrong, and like you're drinking the poison, like expecting them to die here, and it's like, no, it's just you drinking the poison. Right? It's just you. Right? What is this Nine of Swords? What is this Nine of Swords Pisces is working through? Pisces, we have the Hangman. Oh my gosh, I told you. In order to work through this dark negative space here, this is where you're going. It's time for you to see the world. It's time for you to really become enlightened as to where it is you're supposed to be going here. And you see how this light is sitting up here on this head? Yeah, Pisces. Yeah. Yeah. Your entire perspective is being changed. Your entire perspective. It's time, Pisces. You cannot stay here and unpack here. It's time. It's time for you to find. And then all of a sudden, like the room just got so bright, guys. Oh my God. Like the sun started, it's supposed to be cloudy today. The sun started pouring through. Pisces, I'm telling you, where there was like this dark side cloud, it's being released from you here, right? It's just taking you finding the work, finding the different thought processes here as well, right? Thank you guys for liking and subscribing, by the way. Thank you guys. Thank you for the comments too. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. Eight of Cups. Yes. Pisces. I feel like somebody walked away here. You could have walked away. Somebody else could have walked away here. And I feel like that's what caused a lot of this negativity, a lot of this like dark cloud to be following you around here, right? At this time, I feel like you are seeing it different. Right? I feel like instead of allowing like what happened to be your truth, or what somebody told you happened to be your truth here, right? No, I feel like you're finding out the own reasons for yourself so you can move forward, so you can get a hitch in your giddy up. Wait, I don't think that's right. A hitch in your giddy up, does that mean you can't go forward? Or you can? Well, yeah, okay. You're finding out ways as to how to get back up and get moving here, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this walking away was like really unexpected here, really sad for you. But I feel like you're really figuring out like how to not allow it to like hurt you anymore. Like really like figure out how to see and understand the situation that's a lot more positive and a lot more uplifting, so you can get the energy to like get up, get moving, like not allow this to be like the end for you here, right? Just because it was like an end of whatever situation here doesn't mean it's like the end of you. Like you still have so many bigger things out here that you're supposed to be accomplishing, so many bigger things out here that you're supposed to be doing, right? And if something negative or bad happens, okay, you're given the space to work through it. You're given the space to sit here and cry. You're giving, but you can't unpack there. You eventually will have to get back up. You'll have to work. You'll have to clean your house. You got to clean yourself. You got to clean yourself. Like everything, your space, your thoughts, everything. You have to get up. You cannot stay there. And then we have Temperance. Yeah. Yeah. Once again, I feel like this has very much been steps and stages for you. Oh, sorry. Steps and stages. I don't know why my nose is so stuffy today. Steps and stages, right? I feel like this has been something that you couldn't just get up and run to fix. Like, I feel like it's taken a lot of time here, right? I feel like the situation had caused a lot of anger within you, like a lot of resentment, a lot of darkness here, right? I feel like that's really being worked through here as well. I feel like you're really being balanced out. You could have walked away from a Sagittarius here as well. It could have been a Sagittarius. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like how you're moving, thinking, and feeling is really being balanced out at this time, right? I feel like you've really, I feel like the anger and resentment that had been following you around here, I feel like that's definitely being lifted here, right? I feel like you're being freed from it, right? What is the Seven of Swords? It almost feels like I jumped in the pool and like I have like water in my nose. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. Like, that just started happening out of nowhere. Okay, what is the Seven of Swords? The Lovers. Yeah. Once again, Pisces, I feel like you're escaping a love relationship here, right? I feel like it has been somebody that you were in a relationship. I feel like somebody kind of left suddenly here, right? We have Nine of Pentacles. I feel like it left you single, very single. I feel like you were in this space and now you're in this space, right? I feel like this partner had been kind of shady, kind of sneaky, keeping some things hidden from you here, right? But here's the thing, Pisces. Everything that's done in the dark will always come to light, right? It may have taken you time to realize. It may have taken, it may have taken whatever for you to actually see what was going on, see how it was they were moving, see what it is they were out here doing. But when you found out, Pisces, it took you from like this mad, passionate space to very much a single space, right? Very much a single space. Yeah. I feel like even if it had been like whatever they were doing happened a year ago here, right? Like, I feel like you found out, right? And I feel like that allowed a separation between you two here, right? And when you found out, Pisces, I feel like when you found out, it was like real dark, real deep. It really hurt you because it's like, well, why would you do that to me? I would never do that to you, right? But Pisces, it happened for a reason, right? And the more you remember that, like, it happened for a purpose. It happened for a reason. Like, you're supposed to be pushed in a direction that's so much farther than like where it was you had been, right? Yeah. I feel like you're finally like working through like this heartbreak, working through like why things transpired as they did here, right? Yeah, I feel like you're recreating the Page of Pentacles. I feel like you're being given the opportunity to really recreate, like, in your mind, like, why this happened for you, right? Yeah, I feel like that's pushing you into a space where you're finding out your own truth about it here, right? Like, you're not just allowing this to be like, oh, because they cheated or they did this or, like, no, like, Pisces, like, you're figuring out your own truth about it, right? Like, you're really like, well, okay, well, they did this because I needed to go here, And I'm not saying like give them another opportunity, give them another chance or anything like that. I'm saying like you're doing this healing work for yourself, right? So you can work through these things so that when you have another relationship, this isn't coming in and like fixing, like hurting you, like it's not going to hurt you again in the same way, right? Like, yeah, I feel like we're always put through like really dark situations here so that like when something else happens again like it can't come up and touch us like that anymore. Like it can't, like, it's almost like we get desensitized to pain, right? Yeah, I feel like things happen over and over and over just so like we keep going to the gym and hurting ourselves, but it's to make ourselves stronger. It's to make ourselves better here, right? It's not to hurt ourselves. We're not out here being like masochists or anything. It's literally just to strengthen and toughen us, right? So that as we go through life and we go through these situations, they can't come up and hurt us any longer, right? Like, if we're just out here and we're just like soft shell crabs, like the whole world's gonna hurt us, right? And so I feel like that's why, I feel like that's why like you're going through this, so you can get your shell, so you can be toughened, so you can be strengthened, so nothing can come in and hurt you any longer here, right? Yeah, it's time for you to figure out your own truth, how you're seeing things. And I feel like this is almost propelling you, right? I feel like this is something that's been guided here for you, right? And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it's propelling you. You're growing. You're growing through this, right? I feel like it's just been growing pains. Yeah, I feel like it's just been growing pains. We have Ace of Swords. Yeah. Yes. Pisces. We have the Knight of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. The more that, once again, the more that you're figuring out and finding out your own truth, releasing these things from yourself. You're like, look at this little, once again, that little negative dark bird is here, right? And I feel like it's almost like a math puzzle. Like, I feel like you're piecing things together. Like it's unraveling. Like things are starting to make sense for you here, right? And it's allowing you to grow, right? It's really pushing you up and out here. Yeah. I feel it's like propelling you into like the next stage of your life. I feel like in the space where you just like unpacked and sat here and cried and hated the world and hated yourself, right? Um, when you start getting up, you're going to a whole different time, a whole different space here, right? Yeah. I feel like you just allowed yourself to sit there and be sad, right? And like once it finally comes in, like you're getting away from this. Yeah, you're getting away from anything that was like sad, heartbreaking, tearing you down here, right? Yeah. I feel like you're seeing the truth about anybody and anything that has kept something from you, hidden something from you here, right? Especially with this Ace of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you've had a lot of different energies, a lot of different lies, like lies, built upon lies, built upon lies, built upon lies. And I feel like it's finally starting to unravel. See how like it has like an arrow coming down? I feel like it's finally starting to like unravel, right? And I feel like it's like hitting you on the head here, like bump, bump, bump. Yeah, Pisces, I feel like things are really starting to make sense for you. Anything that's been kept from you, anything that's been a secret, it's coming out, right? Like, but I feel like it's for your own personal growth. These are things you're supposed to know. These are things that you're supposed to see here, right? Yeah. Yeah, Pisces. What is this Nine of Cups? And that's the thing, Pisces, I feel like you've had a lot of emotions invested in this. I feel like you've had a lot of emotions invested in this, right? And I feel like once you're finally releasing these things, I feel like all these cups, because I feel like you had all these cups filled with like this negative energy here, right? And I feel like once you go out and you empty all these cups, I feel like you're able to finally like put in the cups like what it is you're actually wanting to happen here, right? You had to release those fears because like I feel like it was once again a continuation of those energies here. You really had to clear out that system that you had going. And if this Nine of Cups was like all your fears and stuff, like that's what you were going to continue to get, right? So you really had to clear things out. You really had to clean things out here for yourself so that you can fill it with things, experiences, people, you know, different energies here that you're actually wanting to accumulate, actually wanting to bring in for yourself, right? You start focusing on the things that you want, the things that are important to you, you know, what really matters, like how you're like what you're wanting in your relationship here as well, right? We have Knight of Wands. Yeah. Once again, I feel like releasing this is pushing you to having like more goals, more aspirations, more things that you're wanting to do here, right? I feel like it's been very much a freeing energy, especially with this Knight of Wands. I feel like it's pushing you like, look where you were at. Once again, look where you were at. This is where you were at. Now this is where you are. Like you had things just weighing on you, like dead. I feel like it was just like dead weight here, right? And here you are now, like you're going to a passionate space. You're singing, you're dancing, you're feeling free here, right? You're able to actually do the things that you're wanting to do, like things that make you happy here, right? Yeah, Pisces, I feel like the sun's really coming in for you at this time. The sun is really coming in. We have King of Wands here. Ooh, my stomach just dropped. Yes. I feel like that's really what you're wanting. I feel like that's really where your passion is at this time, is this King of Wands here, right? I feel like they're bringing a lot of inspiration in for you as well here, right? Like a lot of hope. I feel like they've almost been like leading you, guiding you, helping you like get out of like this shell, like this darkness here as well, right? Where there was a lot of like dark, blue, you know, sad energy here, right? Like just gloomy. We have like red, orange, yellow over here, right? A lot of vibrant, exuberant energy that's coming in for you, right? A lot of inspiration. Yeah. I feel like they're almost like leading you towards this, like, and then we have the Chariot. Yeah, I feel like they're like guiding you, showing you how to move through these energies here, right? So that you can get to where it is you're wanting to go. So you can get to your wish fulfillments here, especially with the Chariot and the Nine of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you figured out what it is you're really wanting, right? And I feel like now you're being given the energy to like get to it, to get there, right? I don't feel like nothing can come in and really stop you at this time, right? I feel like your life's definitely picked up the tempo here, right? What is this Hermit card? Queen of Cups. Yes. I feel like at this time, Pisces, this is you. Pisces, this is you. I feel like at this time you are being put in a space where you are by yourself, where you are able to think and feel clearly here as well. Yeah, I feel like you're having to really connect with your intuition, really connect with your emotions here, right? There's a lot of things that you're needing to feel, a lot of things you're needing to see here, right? I feel like this energy could be coming in through your hands and crown here as well. Yeah. Yeah, once again, I feel like all those emotions that you have been stuck all those energies that you have been like just sitting in, it was like dark black water here, right? I feel like you really had to clean out your emotions, right? I feel like you really had to clear out a lot of those negative dark spaces, right? You don't want to just be sitting in like dirty brown pea water, you know what I'm saying? Like gross. Like you really had to come out here and you had to clean some stuff up. You really had to clean yourself, how you were thinking, right? So that your intuition could be cleared up for you here, right? So that you could find the answers that you're seeking here, especially with this Hermit card, right? Yeah, I feel like at this time you're spending a lot of time alone, just really feeling out situations, feeling out people, feeling out yourself here as well, right? Yeah, I feel like your intuition is definitely being strengthened at this time. The more time you're spending alone to yourself here, the better it's going to be, right? But make sure you're doing it in a positive, clean way, right? Make sure you are only accepting like emotions here that are for your highest good and for the highest good of others as well, right? And then we have the Fool. Pisces, I feel like you are being given a whole new opportunity for a new beginning, for a new start here, right? I feel like you have so many beautiful things. I feel like there's a lot of new connections coming in for you as well. Right. I feel like you could, once again, I feel like you could be working with crystals a lot more, right? Yeah. A lot in music. Crystals and music. Could be different frequencies here as well. Yeah, Pisces, I feel like you're just starting something new. I feel like, honestly, I feel like you're really just starting something new here. And I feel like you're doing it on your own. I don't feel like you're allowing like other people to like, I don't feel like you're waiting for other people to go out and do the things that you're wanting to do. I feel like you're taking a step up. I feel like you're being a leader here, right? Yeah. And I feel like you're feeling this as well. I feel like this is very much body wisdom. Like it's telling you like where it is you're supposed to be going. I don't feel like you're in a rush to do this either, right? I feel like you're taking your time. I feel like it's, once again, I feel like it's something that you had to build strength for. And then we have Two of Pentacles. Yes. In this new space that you're going into, Pisces, you're going to be very balanced, right? Yeah, very, very balanced. I feel like your finances here are also going to be balanced for you as well. Like, I feel like you have a lot, I feel like you could have been having like financial issues here in the past, but I feel like it was like all of these negative emotions you've been like hanging on to as well, right? Once you clear out those negative emotions, once you kind of clear out like this negative space that you've been in as well, yeah, I feel like your finances are going to be picking up. I feel like you're going to have so much money here, you're not even going to know what to deal with. The only thing that was preventing your money for coming in, for you like being like this balanced person out here, was your emotional state, was like your thoughts, right? I feel like you were really getting in your own head and really like self-sabotaging and preventing yourself from like being where it is you needed to go, where you were supposed to be going here, right? Yeah, this is work that you had to do that was very necessary for yourself, right? Yeah, the work that you're doing on yourself emotionally, mentally, and spiritually will always be shown physically, right? The more work that you're doing in those areas, the better your physical world's going to be, right? And that includes finances, that includes your money here, right? Yeah, we have Two of Pentacles and then the Two of Wands here. We have two twos almost sitting side by side here. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like you've also started saving your money because I feel like, yeah, I feel like you've almost like made a decision as to like the new direction that you're wanting to go into, right? Like I feel like you have a vision. I feel like there's a place that you've set out on a map here. You've decided, hey, I want to go do this. I want to go visit this place. I want to go see these people. Like, I feel like you've come up with like a whole new direction for your life, where it is you're wanting to go, what it is you're really wanting to do here as well, right? And I feel like you're taking the lead on it. I feel like that's causing you to save up a little bit of money here, right? Yeah, Pisces, I feel like you're making new goals. I feel like I feel like you're setting out for like a whole new adventure here, right? I feel like this is gonna be so good for you, Pisces. You have a brand new start in a brand new direction with brand new money. I feel like you become like nouveau riche now. Like you're really working. Yeah, you're really figuring out where it is you're supposed to be going. I feel like you're using the pain of the past to really like create like the beauty and like healing energy for the future here, right? You getting over what's like traumatized you, what's hurt you in the past, is going to be healing for yourself and others around you, right? Like you getting over this, you getting through this is going to be healing for others as well, right? Like it's not just like I got to get over this so I can like better myself in my own life. Like no, like this is something that you're having to work through because I feel like it's going to be helping others as well, right? I feel like that's why it's been so important. I feel like that's why the like black cloud kind of like followed you around for so long here, right? Yeah. We have Mother of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Pisces. I feel like, yeah, in the past, there could have been a lot of like negative, dark energy here for you, right? I feel like this new direction that you're going into, yeah, I feel like it's going to be marriage, right? I feel like you're going to be somebody's wife, somebody's mama. We have Mother of Pentacles and the Hierophant here, right? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you had to go like through this, like in order to find like your right person, right? Like you have to go through like negative, toxic, karmic things so you can get to like the person that you're really going to be with, like the person that you're really going to marry, like the person that's really going to value you here, right? And Pisces, I feel like you're realizing like how valuable you actually are, right? Like how, like Pisces, I feel like you are so connected to the spiritual realm as well at this time. So connected. Yeah. Once again, when your money is transformed, I feel you go from the Two of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles here, right? I feel like you're having an absolute turnaround with your finances. I feel like this Jupiterian season here for you is going to be excellent for your finances. Just allow it to happen. Go through it. Yeah. Let's get one more card. Page of Cups. Pisces, that's what I'm saying. I feel like you have a whole new, brand new relationship coming in for you at this time with this Mother of Pentacles, this Hierophant, and this Page of Cups under this Two of Wands here. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a love offer, a marriage proposal, something coming in here for you, right? I feel like it's really going to transform you here at this time. Yeah, I feel like you're becoming somebody's wife, Pisces. Yeah, I feel like you had to get through this dark, negative energy so that you wouldn't bring it into your marriage. So you wouldn't bring it into something that you're actually wanting to create here, right? All right, let's get one card out for how you can help heal this energy. And thank you guys so much for, once again, for liking and subscribing. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the donations. Thank you guys for everything. Y'all are so cool. So cool. Just one. Sync with the moon. Pisces, connect with your emotions. Connect with your emotions here, right? I feel like you're going to be... connecting with your emotions is going to show you absolutely like everything you're needing to see here. I feel like there's a lot of things within cycles that you're needing to see, not only from yourself, but from others here as well. I feel like that's going to help kind of show you what's being hidden here for you, right? Yeah. Once again, I think, yeah, and it's with the third eye popping out here, right? Yeah, I feel like the things that you're needing to see, the things that you're needing to work through here, connect with your emotions, connect with your feelings, right? Like that's the only way to heal these things. Connect with your feelings, right? All right, Pisces, I hope y'all have a wonderful day and I will see you next time. Bye.